So we're making lal paneer, which is...
a personal favorite. That's why I'm making it.
So lal means red.
Yes, lal means red, paneer is cottage cheese, and it's actually it's just made with tomatoes and Kashmiri red chili.
Yeah.
And those are the two main additions to the paneer.
And Kashmiri red chili, the powder? That's cut.
Yes, the powder. Yeah.
So we need to cut it, right? So bring it over here.
Yeah, I'm going to cut the paneer first. And do you want to cut the paneer while
I can do it. Do you want it just in cubes?
Not very small ones. Can I just show you?
Yeah. Show me what you like.
So that big at least.
Yeah. And is that too
Yeah.
thin?
It is. This one is
it's
a bit thin, but yeah.
So if I just cut that in half.
Yes.
And
You
then-
can, I mean, I don't want them very small, but I don't
No,
want them.
too
So
thick
let's do
either.
one block first and then see. Yeah.
Like
maybe
that.
3, is that too thick?
No, I like it a bit
Okay,
thick. Is
it's
that all
fine.
right?
It'll work.
Yeah.
I'm going to heat the mustard oil.
So we're gonna do
because
mustard
we're
oil.
going to fry it.
Yeah. So we always fry paneer. It's delicious fried. It gives it
Yeah.
like this yummy, like this is a taste on its own, so it's quite, yeah, you try it. It's soft and milky. Yeah. And sweet. But then you fry it and it gets, you're adding an element of flavour structure already. So even before you've spiced it or done anything, you've got then like this very creamy, rich, caramelized kind of a flavour through the paneer.
And you're holding the paneer together. You're holding it together to be able to absorb whatever next you're going to do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just breaks apart and becomes part of like the gravy.
Yeah,
but I
that's
think
right.
with this, it holds its own. It holds its structure.
Yeah.
And I think this oil is not enough, so I'm going to add some more.
And we're going to add salt and turmeric so that it doesn't stick, like Bowie said.
Oh yeah, that was a lovely tip.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that either.
That's my new thing now. All right. So that's it. Ashley will be excited about paneer.
Oh, that's nice. I'm going to keep this water in which I had kept my paneer.
Yeah.
Because when I take it out of the fire, out of the frying, I'm going to put it in water.
Back in again.
And so it stays soft. What I can do parallelly is the next ingredient, which is tomatoes.
Oh yeah, do you want me to do that?
So we will first I think we just maybe just slightly boil the tomatoes.
Yeah.
So that we can take the skin off. And yeah.
Parboil.
Yeah. And also so that they're slightly cooked.
So have you ever done this thing where if you make paneer with tomatoes that's not cooked and they're just fresh, it's lighter and sweeter than if you cook your tomatoes before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because fresh tomatoes lift spice, and if you think about a cooked tomato, it's like it loses some of the acidity and it becomes a bit sort of broader and heavier and richer. So that richness then plays into the spice bit as well. So sometimes I do both. I cook.
So maybe we cook it this time and then you can go home and try it the other way. Yeah.
So how much salt do you think? Just like a little bit?
A little bit, I guess.
A little bit of salt, a little bit of
This guy said
turmeric.
we can use this gas. I'm a bit scared about it.
See how we go. And do you have a like a slotted spoon?
Yes, we can use this one.
That one?
So we're using half a kilo of paneer, and maybe 6 tomatoes will be enough.
Okay, they're quite small. How hot do you want the oil?
Oh, very hot. It should steam because I
Yeah.
added some fresh oil and unless it steams.
So did you eat a lot of paneer growing up? Did Bowie make paneer?
No, she did, but not as much mutton. We ate much more mutton. My bua's my buas, which is my father's sisters, are all vegetarians, largely. And actually, I had a lot of different paneer dishes with them. Because that would be the main, I mean, you know, they wouldn't really have that much mutton, but they'd have a lot of paneer.
Yeah, it's nice as a vegetarian dish.
This one specifically is very popular with the Punjabis in Kashmir.
So is it a like a traditional Kashmiri dish, the lal paneer? Like, is it quite, or is it like a hybrid kind of thing? You don't know.
I don't know. No, probably it is traditional. I think it'll be more. So the Punjabis took a lot of the Muslim Kashmiri cuisine, so they borrowed from both. So it could be that it's eaten much more in the the Muslim Kashmiri dishes. You know, they have their own
Interpretation. Yeah, it is a bit big. I might cut it. Don't know what happened there. Okay. All right. Can I try?
Yeah, of course.
It actually doesn't stick.
Yeah, it doesn't even. I'm surprised. And we are cooking it on high flame because we don't want it to be roasted, like toasty from inside.
No.
We just want to create a layer to keep the paneer together.
Yeah.
So I think the only thing is that it adds a little yellow color, which I'm not used to seeing. But I think it'll look nice with the tomatoes.
It is very yellow, isn't it?
It is, but it's okay. I think with the red of the
chili,
it'll look
I'm just
nice.
going to let that heat back to temperature for a minute. So while we're waiting for that to heat back through, talk me through the spices. Is it a lot?
It is the entire range, I would say.
Yeah, so that's paneer.
So there's going to be cumin, there is dry coriander seeds, there is salt, red chili, Kashmiri red chili being the primary one. Then there is dry ginger, there is fennel, and later on we will also put green cardamom, dalchini.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon comes in here because there is the sweetness already because of the tomatoes.
And the cheese itself.
So So it's quite. So there's no very strong masala. Like there's no badi elaichi or even tej patta. I think it's more, I would say, a variety of them which come together for a very soft fusion.
It's very opulent though. I think when I think about paneer and I think about Kashmiri food, it's probably almost, to me, like that sort of, it's just heating on too long. But it's that very opulent feel of that sort of Persian influence where you're using soft spice but lots of it to create very...
it's like a mosaic actually.
Yeah, it is. It's quite complex flavour. And whenever I make it for my classes, everyone just, it's kind of it's a crowd favourite because when you eat paneer out, it's often like saag paneer or something. It's just different. It's not as beautiful.
Yeah.
This is just very, very beautiful.
Yeah, I'm sure our guests tonight are going to be
Pleased.
And cooking is so experiential, right? Like, you know things which you don't know you know.
And that's why it takes so much practice. I think that's one thing that, one thing I talk about in classes is like how not sexy it is to learn how to do this, because it's actually just, there's no like ta-da moment where it all comes together. It's like, it's every day.
Every second day.
Yeah, every meal, every day, like, making mistakes and then doing it different and then, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I love it because it's always interesting, and even though I've been cooking and talking about it and making videos about it and all those things, I never stop learning things.
Yeah.
Like ever. No, it's fascinating.
I think it's done. What do you think?
I think so. It's actually, those are a bit underdone. You take it out.
Why don't you do
I'll
it?
do it. So one of the things when Shivani said, you've got a, what is in that again?
Tomatoes.
Oh yeah, okay, we're
But
cooking
I'm
the
gonna shove
tomatoes.
it.
Yeah. Is when I first put it in, she said leave it and don't stir it. So one of the things about paneer is it's super fragile, and what you have to do with the hot oil is you're waiting for the oil to actually create like a coat around the paneer before you shift it, because if you shift it too early, it just breaks. Yeah. So you kind of have to put it in and leave it for a minute, and then you can, you know, separate it or sort of inquire about its condition, you know, whether it's cooked or not, by putting your slotted spoon in. You just don't want to go too early. Okay, so that does a few things. So putting it into water, like Shivani said, stops it drying out, but it also filters some of the oil off as well, so you don't have to transfer all the oil into the actual dish. So tomatoes are done, so we're gonna
We
cut
could
them.
take a 5-minute break.
Yep, so strain the tomatoes of water in the sink, and then once they're strained, they're very, very hot, but I'm gonna try and
Just de-skin them.
just de-skin them.
Yeah,
So that's
there's
okay, I
a-
can keep
there's-
that. And you are going to do what?
I'm going to, after you de-skin them.
Yep, I need a knife. Where is this? Yeah,
I'm
after.
going to just puree them
Uh-huh.
and then cook it.
Okay. Do you want me to take out the core?
Yeah, we could, if it's possible.
So that pressure cooker way of softening the tomatoes, by the way, is really brilliant. I normally do it with a kettle and hot water, but this is actually quite nice because it cooks them a little through as well. I don't want to burn my hands off. So Shivani, I
So I'm
have to
gonna
get some more
begin-
pressure cookers. You can't get these sorts of pressure cookers
Can
back
you
home.
take them back? with
Yeah, I
you?
think I'll have to like pack some back or something.
I'm going to take out the Kashmiri lal mirch, huh?
Okay,
If I can.
try and find it.
Yep.
Yeah, hot though.
We have a crisis, Houston.
What happened?
We have to
Houston, we have
see
a
where is the
problem.
Kashmiri lal mirch.
You found? What sort of Kashmiri house would you be without?
Without some backup?
Huh. All right.
Okay.
Do you want me to take the core out, or you don't care? Like off the tomato?
No, we should actually take it out. If you can hold
It's
it.
just hot.
Yeah, it's just so hot.
Super
So if
hot.
you can hold
Do you
it.
have like a nicer knife with like a little point?
This one has
Yeah,
a point,
that's better.
but it's
It's a bit
used for all sorts of other things.
crooked. Oh, it's so hot. And then the juice comes out and it's even hotter.
Oh, that's the tough part.
Huh? It's like I haven't tempered my fingers enough to be. There we go. All right, so that's kind of done, and I'm going to put that in here. Is that what I'm doing?
Yes, please.
Okay. And this is going to be a paste.
Yes.
All right. And you got the thing. Yeah. And then this forms the gravy essentially. That's
Yes.
what we're doing.
Yep.
So this is the lard in the paneer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's like a passata.
Mm.
Do we need this here? No.
I'm gonna use this now.
Use what?
This to
The
cook
little.
in. This one, so we can cook on that.
Oh, okay. Pop that there then.
Yeah, we can remove all of those things. if we
These?
want. Yeah.
Sink.
So we will first start with. Well, I'm gonna cook this in mustard oil.
Okay.
And we're gonna first put a little chili and in the hot oil,
Yes.
and then add the tomatoes.
Okay.
Right. So maybe just
Like-
about 1 tablespoon.
Yep. So a tablespoon of mustard oil. You want to make it pretty hot.
Yes, mustard oil must always smoke before you use it. I mean, that's how I do it. I guess I must have been taught by someone to do that. Otherwise, it stays kacha. What do
Yeah.
you-
Like raw.
No. And then we will need
You need some more
cumin and dhania and sauf and sont. Something a little gentle
Yeah.
so that it doesn't break the paneer.
That's my eyes.
The
Mustard oil.
It's so yum.
Yeah, I know this.
So I think we're ready, right? What do you say?
I think it's smoky. It's definitely smoking into my eyes.
So maybe just one. This.
One of that's sort of a half a teaspoon of
Yeah,
chili.
but I'm just a bit concerned because of maybe some people
Won't
the chili.
have as much of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so keep it a bit softer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it should be enough.
Yeah.
And we will, as soon as it's.
So like straight away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to,
I want all
some
of that.
water in there?
We'll use this water
Oh,
because
Oh,
it
okay.
has
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
Yeah.
the flavour.
And you can take here, from here. And give it a little jig.
But if I tip it upside down, it'll come out, won't it? I don't wanna-
So of course, because our oil was hot,
Can I put it in?
yeah, you can see that the tomato is getting done quite quickly.
Yeah.
So now it needs to cook with the chili
Yeah.
and the mustard oil for a bit, maybe for a few minutes, and then we will add the fennel and the other spices.
So when you get to these steps and someone says cook the chili in the tomato for a few minutes, actually cook the tomato in the chili for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Like don't skip it because basically what you're doing is partly you're emulsifying the tomato through the oil, and then you're also sort of cooking the chili into the base flavor profile so that it becomes really integrated into the dish. And for a dish like paneer, that matters enormously because paneer is soft, so you don't want aggressive spice in there. We talked about that earlier,
Yeah.
how paneer has very complex spice, but it's very soft. And that, we're all choking on the chili stain. But that's a really important part of the translation. It just should be really beautiful. It's a very regal sort of a dish. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's lovely.
I mean, I'm sure if it was more Mughlai, we would have added like some cream in it and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and then it would be very close to paneer makhani or something like that, you know?
You could.
You could.
You could,
I mean,
absolutely.
for
It's a
all you know.
spoon. Someone does it already.
I don't think you'll have any taste right now because it's only chili. We haven't
No, but you
added.
taste the chili.
Can
Oh,
you? Is it too chili?
it's pretty spicy.
We'll add the salt
It'll temper.
later.
It'll temper though.
And with the paneer, it'll break.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we can move to putting the cumin.
So that's like only like half a teaspoon
Yeah, it
maybe.
wasn't much.
Do you want more?
No, that's enough.
That's enough?
And the dry coriander powder, but that we can add a little more.
So that's about a teaspoon.
Add about a, yeah, and a half.
Maybe.
2
Teaspoon and a half.
teaspoons, yeah. And now we'll add the
So ginger powder.
that of course gives off a sweetness, right?
Yeah. And heat too. Ginger powder's quite hot. So that was about a half a teaspoon. Or close to a teaspoon actually.
Yeah, not too much. It can overpower the other flavors. I found if I've gone a bit strong on ginger powder, it overpowers. And fennel is such a delicate. So here I would say 3 teaspoons
Yeah.
because this is the main. This
like
is still the main flavor.
Sort of the pivots of the dish.
Yeah. So because we don't use garlic in.
Are we going to use hing?
No.
Oh no, not in this.
Hing is
I don't.
as used as a digestive.
Yeah.
This is not. It's not so heavy
No.
as a dish. Not like how mutton when you're eating non-vegetarian or meats, then you need to be able to digest.
And at what point do you add salt?
Do I add the?
Salt.
I think I will add it after the paneer because
you?
then I'll see how large is the dish. Right now I can't tell how large is it. I think I should have added more tomatoes.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want to do some fresh ones?
Should be in this.
Or no? I would. It's yummy.
Okay, we can. I don't know how the. flavor
It
will
won't be.
change.
It won't be smooth though.
Yeah,
if you
it
want
won't be.
smooth, then we'll just leave it.
I'll have to
Want
cook it
smooth?
all the more again then. I mean, I could just take tomatoes and puree them, but then the skin will be on it.
No,
I think let's
just leave it.
Yeah. So yeah, we can add.
And
I
are you
think,
going to put the whey or the water in?
Yes.
But now or later?
A little later. We can start putting the paneer, see how it coats. If we have enough tomatoes in there.
Because one thing I do like about making my own paneer at home is I love the whey. Because when you make the paneer, you get all the whey from the curd.
Oh yeah.
And then I use it to brown my meat when I'm making Rogan Josh, and I use it in the pressure cooker instead of water whenever I'm making sort of any sort of meat-based dish, and it softens and sweetens because it has like this. It has the flavour of lemon, and whey is very beautiful, like buttermilk but softer. And then that goes through the spice in the meat as well. It's my favourite thing to do. Sometimes I make paneer just so I can have the whey.
Oh wow.
Yeah. All right. So do you want to just hold that aside?
I think we should add it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because look at all the flavour in there. Hang on, wait. Let me do it this way so I can get, so you can see.
I think now that there'll be enough liquid just to
Yeah, cook it
cover
down.
and cook.
And no other vegetable in there. I just wanna-
You could take potatoes and fry them to look similar. You could do that.
Yeah, if you want it.
Yeah, it's quite a favorite at home in Kashmiri homes to have potato, and as you must have seen
Yeah.
today, we cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they like potatoes.
Yeah, I've got a
but I
recipe
think
for that.
before
potato and paneer.
now we'll do, so maybe I think almost 2 teaspoons. Yeah?
So, yeah.
Yeah. So do you maybe want to cook that a bit?
Yes. And when does the rest of the spice come in here? Is that it?
We need to cook it with these spices for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and then we'll add the
rest.
clove and the
And whole clove,
and
are you
sorry,
using?
not clove, the cinnamon.
Ah. But powder or whole?
I actually use whole,
Yeah.
because I feel it with powder, if it's a very strong powder
Yeah.
and you don't know how strong it is, it can just go wrong.
Yeah.
Whereas with the bark, I feel just I don't know. How does it work for you?
I taste it. I use both. I
Okay.
use, like, my paneer is like, I use about 27 spices. I use heaps. And I use, sometimes I use cinnamon and cassia. And I'll use a cinnamon quill always, and then I'll use a little bit of the ground as well. But I just taste my raw spice before I put it in, and then that gives me an indication of like how strong or not strong it is, and then how much to use.
So I do have some cinnamon powder, and I have some very beautiful fresh bark that's come from Kerala.
Oh, show me.
It is gorgeous. Your aunt has more of it.
That's super. That's beautiful. This one. By
Yeah,
the way.
that's from Sri Lanka, I think.
It's delicious.
But I kind of don't know how much to put with that, because it has a very little, and look at those.
Oh, that smells amazing. That's so strong. You just put like, I normally
Half
put
a
like,
teaspoon.
not even. Sometimes I put
Just
like
a
a third
pinch.
of a teaspoon, like a pinch, and it's enough
Because
to,
it can go bitter.
Yeah.
It has a strange, like a leathery taste it leaves. I've done that. I've
Yes.
spoiled.
Do you want it in?
Not that.
Or
That's
no?
way too much.
You're just gonna go to half?
Or not even that much. Maybe
You do it.
just.
A knife?
Maybe
Or if you break it.
just that much, I think.
Really?
Yeah, do you do more?
Yeah.
No.
But I do more spice around it too.
Ah.
So it like it
This one.
it like it helps to cushion and moderate the impact of it, because you've got more spice there, so there's more kind of competition,
Yeah, but
aromatic
this one
competition.
will stick out. There's not that much happening. So yeah, maybe.
Do you want a little bit of ground?
No, not at all.
No?
No.
Okay.
I'm really scared.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
She's scared, all right. Cinnamon scares her. Fair enough.
I went very wrong once.
Really?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite spices
Yeah.
to use.
And we haven't put the elaichi.
Okay. Do you want to crush that one?
Yeah. Maybe 4 will be good. 5.
Oh yeah, it's very delicious. It's really beautiful.
Yeah?
Jill. Yeah. Like the tomato almost tastes creamed.
Yeah, does it?
Like not creamy, but creamed. Huh. And there's some nice heat there, but it's not too much. And the salt's really lovely.
Okay.
And then the rest of the spices.
So it's looking a little yellow because of the turmeric,
because of
but
the
I
turmeric.
think, yeah,
We'll have to get over that.
yeah, we have to get. But it
What's
does have-
orange in Hindi? I don't know orange.
in Hindi?
Huh.
Gerua.
So that's what it is.
Yeah,
not,
it's
not
not.
lal paneer.
Yeah, it's Gerua paneer.
But it's very delicious. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like it's creamy and rich and broad and sweet, a little bit sweet, just a little bit.
It's
And-
pretty much done though.
Yeah, I think
now
so.
it's pretty much
Yeah.
done. We can just cover it and let it
Serve
simmer.
it for later tonight. That was pretty quick.
Yeah, and once you get the first two steps in,
Yeah.
the frying the paneer and getting the skin off the tomatoes, I think, and then you burnt your fingers, but yeah, you were
Yeah,
you were good
I was
about
quick
it.
with it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically it.